wearing multiple glasses again. Haven't brushed my hair yet, but I stuck it up in a bun. It's so warm here right now, and yes, you can hear I'm still. Oh, and I had to take care of my mustache. It's a menopause thing too. For some women, deal with that all their life. It's so warm here that I thought about turning the air conditioner on yesterday, and then I thought, okay, I'm ridiculous. It's March, beginning of March, but it's so warm here. And I did some planting with the little one. Oh, it's so wonderful. We planted peas, mustard greens, spinach, broccoli, and cauliflower, which most likely will just be broccoli and cauliflower leaves again for salads and stuff like that. No, I've never. I have grown some broccoli and cauliflower, semi successful. Uh, yeah, but not really. But the leaves are good too. So, so I'm growing them, and obviously I have seeds. Right, they're all the seeds I have are all from except the mustard greens. No, wait a minute. Did I also? Oh, that reminds me. I may have just planted mustard greens with my broccoli and you know what? Radishes and cilantro. Yes, and I planted them all with the little one, my youngest granddaughter, who's 22 months old. And it's so much fun. And then when we were all done, I said, now let's say a little prayer. So we folded our hands. She did too. And we said a little prayer, yes, to our heavenly parent for all the seeds to grow beautifully. Yes, it was great yesterday. Great day. Uh, and my daughter ended up working big time. This is like the second day now. She worked the front yard, yes, and she had a friend come over, and they worked the front yard together. It was great, and I went out to look. She did a fantastic job, yes. Well, guess who taught her? Okay. Anyway, and we have, she loves sunflowers. She plants, wherever she's at, she's always planted sunflowers. That was her favorite thing to do. It is her favorite thing to do. And we've got a gazillion sunflower seeds, so no need to buy those. So not a penny involved here. Had some manure from the farm or fertilizer from the farm, and there's plenty here now that has broken down. Plenty of fertilizer from all the uh, kitchen waste and stuff like that. Yes. Then we have another. I'm gonna have to turn that one. Another one started, and we started that one a year ago. Anyway, yes, 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 yes. Waste not, want not. Then I'm gonna read first, and if I remember, I'm gonna read that other story. I'm gonna tell about that story where reading in the New Testament and comparing it to today's world, there are so many things I'm going, yep, the same things are happening today as they did in the Old Testament. Right? Yes? Uh, well, anyway, let's go from there. Ugh. Yes, my nose is still stopped up. Gosh, I don't feel too bad. It's just my nose and the coughing still going a little. Yes. So, uh-huh. Oh, found out another good one. I have to mention that real quick now because I remembered. So I watched this video of this young guy, and uh, he was talking about something. But the main thing was he said, and oh, that's why I clicked on it because it said something about, do you like me this way better or that way? I'm going, what is he talking about? So supposedly, in order to look really good, right? A lot of people on the internet, they look so good. I'm going, wow, they don't have a pimple, they don't have a wrinkle. I mean, they look great. You're so handsome, so beautiful, right? Yes, okay. That turns out you can use filters to make yourself look really good. Yes, yeah. So he showed, yes, would you like it better this way or that way? And I thought, well, is there? I mean, obviously, when people use filters, you look so good, right? Well, who wouldn't like that than to look at you? And then the one without it, I'm going, yeah, he doesn't look quite as handsome anymore now. In a way, okay, in a way, he was still handsome, all right. And I thought, huh, interesting. So really, when it comes down to it, people will click on a video more than not when someone handsome, right? Yes, or beautiful, is presenting the video. And then it seems like it doesn't have anything to do with the content of the video anymore. Yes? Yeah. Well, you're getting me. This is all 100% natural me here. I don't use filters, or I wouldn't even know how. And so this is definitely not the best version of me, but it's the version of today. So with my stopped up nose, which I need to blow my nose real quick. All right. Pardon me. We are in the book of Jeremiah 16. The prophet's life is itself symbolic. The word of Yahweh was addressed to me as follows. That's a weird one. Listen to this one. The word of Yahweh was addressed to me as follows. That's a good one. You are not to marry or have sons and daughters in this place. For Yahweh says this regarding the sons and daughters to be born in this place, about the mothers who give birth to them, and about the fathers who beget them in this land. Wow, this sounds like pro-abortion to me. Just saying, right there. Man, you can find every sin you can find supported in the Bible, as far as I have seen so far. And here it is. Well, yeah, but it's not like that, really. Abortion, all through history of mankind, it's been there. There are herbs out there that will do the trick. Okay, you don't have to go to a doctor or whatever. There are herbs who will do it. Some are very destructive herbs to your body, and one may never have a child again. But I'm just saying, yes, it's all out there, and it was there 6,000 years ago, no doubt. 50 billion years ago, no doubt. Okay, there were no people then. I'm just saying, right? Yes? And it's like, and this is, so what? What is this actually saying? How could people pick this up? Just saying. God would never, ever put anything like this in place anywhere. I do not believe that. False humbug, right there. But let's keep reading. Yes? Okay. I may be sick, but my brain's still working heart to mind, working just fine. They will die. They will die of deadly diseases, unlamented and unburied. They will be like dung spread on the ground. Oh, that's just gross. They will meet their end by sword and famine, and their corpses will be food for the birds of the sky and the beasts of earth. Well, stop warring and whoring then. Yes, Yahweh says this, go into no house where there is mourning. Do not go and lament or grieve with them. For I have withdrawn my peace from this people. Yahweh declares in faithful love and pity too. High or low, they will die in this country without burial or lament. There will be no gashing, no shaving of the head up for them. No bread will be broken for the mourner to comfort him for the dead. No cup of consolation will be offered him for his father or his mother. I just want to mention something here. You know when you're dead, you're kind of dead. You don't gotta worry. Okay, there are, not going there, but the dead are dead. They're gone to spirit world. They got other problems now. So for the people here, really, don't bury them. What a dumb thing to not bury the dead or do something with them, because what did it say up here? They will be like dung spread on the ground. Hello? Isn't that what creates diseases too? What is this whole passage here? It's just one dumb coming out of someone's mouth and it gets written down after another. And I'm supposed to believe that came from God? Uh-huh. Okay, just saying. And do not enter a house where there is feasting, to sit with them and eat and drink. For Yahweh Sabaoth, the God of Israel, says this, in this place before your eyes, in your own days, I will silence the shouts of rejoicing and mirth and the voices of bridegroom and bride. When you tell these people this and they ask you, why has Yahweh decreed such complete and total disaster for us? What have we done wrong? What sin have we committed against Yahweh our God? Then you are to answer, it is because your ancestors abandoned me, Yahweh declares, and followed other gods, and served and worshipped them. They abandoned me and did not keep my law. And you, for your part, have behaved even worse than your ancestors. Look, each of you follows his own stubborn and wicked inclinations without listening to me. Okay, let me finish up. And country unknown to you or to your ancestors, and there you can serve the other gods day and night, for I shall show you no more favor. Would God waste his time with people who don't care about God, don't care about his laws, don't care about nothing, don't follow God's will and ideal as a human being? Would God actually pay that much attention to people like that? Or would he try to keep guiding people, like these prophets here, to people who are open, who are ready to receive something more than what they had? Greater understanding and what it means to be a human being on earth. I don't think God would waste his time like this. I just don't think so. And Jeremiah shouldn't either. I guess that kind of would be, don't go there, don't go here. That's not where you need to be. That's not where I need you. That would be something Heavenly Parent may say. Right? Yes? Their time will come. It ain't now. To better understand what that means. Yes? To be a good human being. Yeah? Right? Yes? Okay. I see so many posts now. I don't know, it seems like there's one genre going on every week, every 2 weeks, or through a month. There's one thing. Oh, because we have attached all these things to a day. This is the day of this, and this is the day of that. And this is the month of this, and this is the month of that. Right? So maybe because of that. But seen so many posts where people pay so much attention. They're good people. They're doing good things. And yet they're paying so much attention to the trolls out there. The ones that, for one reason or another, just have nonsense sprouting out of their mouth. They suddenly become important. And they need to be told. And they need to be acknowledged. And they need to be, you know what I mean? As if. Why? Why bother with people like that? I got better things to do. Right? As I say, I got better things to do. God's called me to do more things than just that. Be unhappy and disillusioned and disappointed and hurt over a few people out there. Yeah, which there's just garbage coming out of their mouth. You know what I'm saying? Yes. As I said, they'll have to take a back seat. They're way up in the bleachers somewhere. I got better people to deal with right now. To work with. People who are ready to receive a little bit something stronger. Yes? Have developed a greater heart to mind for better understanding on what it means to follow God's will and ideal, to start with, and to be a good human being. Yes? Anyway, need to say that. The return of the scattered Israelites. Look, and here it's the same. It's so much. Just constantly on the people who are not doing what they're supposed to and at their worst, instead of focusing on who actually is, who's ready to take that next step out of the pit. Yes? The return of the scattered Israelites. Look, the days are coming, Yahweh declares, when people will no longer say, as Yahweh lives, who brought the Israelites out of Egypt. But as Yahweh lives, who brought the Israelites back from the land of the north and all the countries to which he had driven them, I shall bring them back to the very soil I gave their ancestors. So God possessed all these kings out there, kings again, all these kings out there, and had them go and get the Israelites and scatter them all over the place. Is that what this is saying here? Or did people at that time just do what they're very good at even today, start another war for who knows what their selfish gains and I don't know what power and greed and I'm the best king and I don't know what, huh? And then scatter the people all over the place. What does God have to do with that? Anybody want to tell me? The invasion foretold. Oh, yeah. Watch, I shall send for many fishermen, Yahweh declares, and these will fish them up next. I shall send for many huntsmen, and these will hunt them out of every mountain, every hill, and out of the holes in the rocks. For my eyes watch all their ways. These are not hidden from me. I just thought that God, didn't he just say beforehand that God doesn't care and will destroy them all? Now here, because they haven't been doing what he's asked them to do, or the guidance that he's been giving them, now here he's going to go and look for them all? This is, no, you can't have it both ways. I do believe, though, that this is not a bad little passage, though, if you disregard the rest of what I just read. Yeah? Would go and look for, oh, Jesus kind of taught us to say, right? Go look for that one sheep. Here we got it here, too. Start sending out people, say, come on, it's time to come out. Just be courageous, take that first step. Huh? These are not hidden from me, and their guilt does not escape my gaze. I shall requite their guilt, requite their guilt and their sin twice over, since they have polluted my country with the carcasses of their horrors and filled my heritage with their abominations. Okay, right. I'm glad I stopped at the time when I did, because the rest of it now again, right? It's like, gosh, you want to have some faith here? I guess crushed immediately, 2-3 sentences afterwards. I mean, to have faith that actually there was some, right? Real truth in here, right? Yes? Okay. The conversion of the nations. Yahweh, my strength, my stronghold, my refuge in time of distress. To you, the nations will come from the remotest parts of the earth and say, our fathers inherited nothing but delusion, futility of no use whatever. Can human beings make their own gods? These are not gods at all. Now listen, I will make them acknowledge, this time I will make them acknowledge my hand and my might, and then they will know that Yahweh is my name. Interestingly enough, due to the fact that so many things are in the Bible in the way that they are in there, and on how God is portrayed, again, I'm doing this for the reputation of God, our Heavenly Parent, people turn away from it. I'm not surprised. I grew up with a very strong faith. I have had so many experiences that for me this is just all right, let's write this stuff, right? Let's get the wrong all out of it and write the rest. Now, get through that maze, find the truth. The true truth, right? Yes? And I can see how people, with what we read here, say, I don't want to be a part of this. This is just also terrible. God's just made out to be this dictator. Right? And worse. You don't think so? Yeah, I think so. If someone at the age of 20 were to read the Bible for the first time and didn't have anything else basically given to them on their way of faith, in their way of faith. How would this come across to them? Hmm? Just saying. Yes? All right. That's the end. So really quick, my friend, my sister in faith, Nancy. Hi, Nancy. She sent. She posted something, and I read and I listened to it. And there's one thing that this lady said. I'm not gonna get into her story on we will what. I listened, and then she says, I fell in love with God. She said, not religion, not Christians, not I fell in love with God. And that showed me what was wrong in my life and on how to proceed in the way I was meant to be in this life. Who I was meant to be. And then the blessings that came with that. And I listened to her and I'm going, this is like the Old Testament where Nathan went to God and said, the people want a king. God says, why? Am I not good enough for them? Well, everybody else has a king. Well, then let them have what they want. No, that made our Heavenly Parent very sad, but hey, you get freedom of will. Yes. Here's this young lady. She's not young anymore. She's a mom. She's a wife. She's a mom of 3 children. And she's fell in love with God. She realized where the true guidance comes from. On how to right everything that went wrong in her life. On how to right that. And follow God's will and ideal. That was assigned to her. Yes? That's what I heard out of that story. Not the rest of everything that goes around that people have a lot to say about this, that. That's the part. Yes? It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That is key. God, our Heavenly Parent, is supposed to be the guidance in our lives. Nobody else. Not a prophet, not a priest, not your reverend, not your counselor, therapist, psychiatrist. Some of them are in a place where they can be of guidance if it is supported, if it comes from the heart to mind of God. People can be out there giving that type of guidance. But they're not a king. They're not a president. That's not the person with the most money. That guidance often comes from randomly, sometimes designed out of lighted corners in people's life. Yes? Just saying. Anyway, that's all I have to share this morning. May Heavenly Parent bless, protect you, guide you, and embrace you with love. And I will talk to you all another time.